have the opportunity to go to college and further my football career.
Hank, I think that puts us in a great place to go ahead and find out where these two are going. To go first.
I want you to have the honors. It's the least I could do for all you've done for me.
Oh, wow, man. Wow. So the decision is made. Tell us, when it came down to it, what led to this choice?
Halls, and I'd love to add my name to that storied list. Plus, the opportunity to play for a legend like Coach Miller is too much of a draw. And he's a guy that's had a ton of success with the school, and nothing else. I think there's a lot I can learn from him.
All right. All right, Tommy. What you got for us?
Let's see. Who's it gonna be?
Whoa, Tommy, same question.
Well, isn't it obvious? I mean, Batman needs his Robin, and can't break up this dynamic duo. But in this case, my Batman and your Robin. I never said I wouldn't try to win back my own position for that.
More details rolling in, everybody. On today's crazy news, Coach Miller is stepping down from his illustrious college coaching career, and in his place, the school is promoting hotshot defensive coordinator Red O'Brien. Now, Coach O'Brien has been all the rage for quite some time, sitting at the top of a ton of schools' shortlists for head coaching gigs, but it sure looks like he's just going to stay put and take over the entire program. But what I really want to know is what it's going to mean for everyone's favorite dynamic duo, the Heartbreak Kids.
I know you've both been sitting patiently for the past 2 years, waiting for your shot, so I made a decision. Neither one of you will be starting.
Come on, Coach, give us a shot.
How many of those do you guys have? Now, as I was saying, neither of you will be starting, but both of you will be playing.
Coach, I'm sorry, but I'm not switching positions.
I'm not asking you to switch positions. You both get reps at QB. This is a defense-first team now, so I don't need your Heartbreak Kids nonsense. All I need is for one of you to manage things and make sure the offense doesn't give the game away, because my defense certainly won't. Understand?
But you've seen what we did in high school.
I don't care what the Heartbreak Kids did 2 years ago, son. I'm more concerned what you can do now in college and winning a lot more at ease. So I'm gonna rotate you guys. I'm gonna stick with the hot hand until I see what I can get out of one of you. And first half, if you do well enough, you'll stay in. If not, we'll see what Tommy's got.
Coach, you can't be serious.
You two are competitors, right? Well, that's how you're gonna have to approach this, as a competition. Now go on, get out of here.
Well, there is no hint of fall here on this hot and humid Saturday afternoon. Students and alumni have made the early season pilgrimage to Hard Rock Stadium in Miami for the season-opening kickoff classic on EA Sports. It's the home state Florida Gators taking on a team that's made the long trek cross-country, the Oregon Ducks. It is time for the kickoff classic and a new season of college football underway on EA Sports. Set to go now on a beautiful sunny afternoon. And we are underway here on EA Sports. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Gators now with a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's White. And they did long to take a shot there, that's for sure, but it falls incomplete.
But one thing to keep in mind, here in the early part of the year during a day game, the sun does play a factor on deep balls.
Back to the air on 2nd down. White. And right away, he lost the football. And this is picked up by the defense. The defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though? So much going on, so much swirling around. He's trying to find someone downfield. He's trying to move around to find an open target. Sometimes you forget the number one thing, take care of the football.
On 1st down, Ferguson. A heck of a move. And he is into the end zone for an Oregon touchdown. Taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Ducks have taken the early lead.
Danny Newberry.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an early turnover. A sudden change situation, meaning ball's turned over. How's both sides going to handle it? Ball in the end zone.
One play, that just added insult to injury.
Yeah, that just tells you on the defensive side, they didn't come out ready to go, still reeling from the fact that the ball got turned over.
Fielded right around the 8. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Gator offense about ready to get this next drive started. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. Let's see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That could be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
They're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. And he'll work this one up to about the 38.
Tackle made.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And for the moment, this will be a 1st down. But we have a marker on the field. Let's see if this stands.
Why are we doing this?
That time, the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold him.
It's hauled in by Ellington. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
That's good.
Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards. These college offenses, Charles, so wide open. And there's an example right there that we just saw. And let me ask you, how does a college offense differ from an NFL offense, or does it?
Well, it still does, Brandon, because NFL continue to embrace what the colleges are giving them more and more. They still college offenses will run about 15 plays per game more than NFL offenses will. They'll take a few more chances in what they're doing.
Now Ellington lost the football. It's out. And this will be scooped up by the defense.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last two, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling.
That's caught inside the 20.
That's what it is, baby. That's
and he's
what it
into
is.
the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon. What a special moment for him. The first passing touchdown of his college career, and certainly a moment that he will never forget.
And it always helps to get that first one out of the way, doesn't it? I know right now that he just wants to go and jump to the top of the stadium and throw his hands up and exult a little bit. But he's had a chance to prove that he can do it now. He got it done. It's been a long time in the making. Now he's just got to and continue to play.
From the 6. Now a hit and a loose football. And the defense will get their hands on it, going the other way.
As that ball got away from him and he saw the opposing team recover it.
You felt his pain?
Oh, I felt his pain, and you know what was going through his head. Tuck it away. Take care of the ball. All the things he hears all week in practice, he didn't carry it over into the game.
And that'll be caught. Touchdown, Oregon.
Touchdown.
Boy, these guys are off to the races, Charles. 20-0 already, extra point pending.
Yeah, you always hear that term. They just boat race someone. Heck, it's car race, motorcycle race, plane race, whatever you want. Right now, they are sprinting past it.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 21-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Oregon set to kick it off. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Ready to begin their next drive. Here's the Florida offense. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have...
And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They're not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely got to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
And this will be taken at the 13. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Ducks come up now, 1st and 10. They'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's caught at the 25. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon. I'll tell you what, a pretty special performance for his first ever start. Now with 3 touchdown passes.
Well, that's not a bad number to get things going, is it? Because, let's face it, we had our attention on him coming into this game. He's fully captivated us now. With every score, I think he's making his case to stay as the starting quarterback and not get involved in a rotation system.
Now after the touchdown, here's Oregon set to kick it off. Fielded right around the 8. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard.
Their own 28-yard line.
The Gator offense about ready to get this next drive started. And 3-and-out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now.
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger game. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down.
Well, these guys certainly need something good to go their way because this first quarter has been something of a disaster for them trying to move the ball. But that completion there maybe can get them focused and moving in the right direction.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 42-yard line.
We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports.
Score, Ducks 28, Gators nothing.
On second down, it's Jennings. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run it and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Open man is Galladay, complete. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Mitchell Ray for the Florida field goal. A 54-yard attempt.
And this won't get there. Won't be online either. It's no good. Off to the right. And this score will stay right where it is. Charles, that came up short.
I would agree with that one because normally, if he misses, it's accuracy, not length, because he has plenty of leg for that. But maybe it's like I hit my...
That's caught inside the 20. Showtime today, baby. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon. That's now his 4th touchdown pass of the ball game. And boy, this has been quite a performance for the junior, as we remind you, getting his first ever college start.
And this has really been an amazing story because ordinarily, when a junior's making his first start, he's had a few reps along the way prior to it, but in this case, the number is 0. So this is almost off the charts. They were watching him make his first start as a junior, and already he's thrown 4 touchdown passes in this game. This is absolutely amazing.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Gators take over 1st and 10. At their own 24-yard line.
Ready to begin their next drive. Here's the Florida offense. And they've got to be a little bit frustrated about that last drive. Missed field goal.
Always hurts a team because, you know...
And he loses the football a second time. It's going... There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S. Ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in the meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
7-yard line.
They'll try to run down here with Ferguson. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He's trying to get his 2nd touchdown already in the first half.
And he is into the end zone for an Oregon touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And this offense is running away with this one. And always a good first half when you can... Pay dirt twice.
It never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. And it'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
And he'll get it up just past the 20 as these guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Gator offense about ready to get this next drive started. And last time, not only the turnover, but that... And oh, my goodness, he loses it again. And this is picked up by the defense. And he's going to bring the fumble back for a touchdown. This first half has been a nightmare for that offense. Defense just dominating her.
And when you're picking up the ball, picking up their mistakes, and taking it the other way and putting it in the end zone, that's a defense's dream. They're having that type of a game.
Everything that can go wrong has gone wrong for this offensive unit. Extra point splits the uprights, and the route is on here in this first half. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Takes it at the 7. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
Over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
1st and 10, Florida. Here's White. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Not much there, only a yard.
23.
Still 9 remaining on second down.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 28-yard line.
This is Allington. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
To throw is White. To throw on 3rd down. Now White lost the football.
The quarterback sack.
Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
21 yards. Well done on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. He's going to rifle one deep left. And this is taken in at the 5. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon. Touchdown number 5 for the junior quarterback. And that certainly makes Coach O'Brien's job at the postgame press conference a lot easier.
And you're right, he certainly made Coach O'Brien's press conference awfully easy. But how about the conversation he's now going to have with Tommy Matthews? Because all indications we had from talking with Coach during the preseason, he told them both that they were going to get their chance. But now that this guy's thrown 5 touchdown passes, now he has to go back to Tommy Matthews, kind of shrug his shoulders and say, I know what I intended to do. I know what we talked about. But he's got the hot hand. We're going to have to go with it.
26-yard line.
Ready to begin their next drive. Here's the Florida offense. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. He rifles one. And now off to the races, down the right side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. Extra point attempt here still to come. And the route is on here in this first half.
Makes the score Ducks 63, Gators nothing.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. from the 6. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Gator offense about ready to get this next drive started. And in a spot like this, still more than a minute, I'd think if you put something on the board before halftime, that would go a long way towards helping them get back into the game.
There actually is something to the psychology of the game at times, isn't there? How much better would they feel running into the locker room, as you noted, with something on the board in a positive fashion? You're exactly right. It's a great opportunity to get that done.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's White. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
It's second down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
He's got it complete to Perkins. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. To throw on 3rd down, White. He checks it down here to Ellington. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
That's good.
They pick up 11 in addition to moving the chains. The Gators now with a foot. Now White lost the football. And this will be scooped up by the defense.
The quarterback is sacked.
He already had the 1 fumble loss, so now 2 fumbles lost here in this first half.
Not setting the pace the way that you want it done. I mean, here in the first half, already twice the ball's come out and hit the...
And that'll be caught. Touchdown, Oregon. A big play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And this offense continues to pour it on.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Takes it at the 7. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
At their own 26-yard line.
Ready to begin their next drive. Here's the Florida offense. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
And this one caught by Beasley. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. It'll be a gain of 18 on the play. And it'll give him a fresh set of downs. He'll get this one to Galladay. Now the ball comes loose. And the defense will get their hands on it, going the other way. And with that, we reach halftime in Miami in the opener to this college football season.
Gators, nothing.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Fielded just outside the goal line. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Oregon offense on the field ready for their next possession. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. It's a big play there. And even 50 yards.
1st and 10 at the 18.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. What a spin. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal. The Ducks will come up now on a first-and-goal situation. They'll run it. This is Ferguson. And he is into the end zone for an Oregon touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out. And the fumble recovery leads to 6 points. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. Now a hit and a loose football. It's going the other way.
On the play. Recovered by the Ducks.
And that one is his second fumble loss. Not a good look out of your return man.
And not only does he hurt the momentum for his team or even change momentum of the game, but now they've got a decision to make on his own sideline. Does he continue to do that? Do you keep him in that role, or do you bring someone else in at this time?
Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. And that'll be caught. Touchdown, Oregon. From 13 yards out as his guys continue to pour it on.
Well, after another passing touchdown, I don't think it'd be an understatement to say that he's in the zone, and I believe he likes it.
And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
The score, Ducks 84, Gators nothing.
Now after the touchdown, here's Oregon set to kick it off. From the 6. Now a hit and a loose football. And this is picked up by the defense.
Recovered by the Ducks.
And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded him. And they'll get this down to the 10. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Ducks. From 10 yards out as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
Danny Newberry for the extra point.
See, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. Takes it at the 7. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Gators take over first and 10 at their own 20.
The Gator offense about ready to get this next drive started. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a screaming, people upset, but typically halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call? Yeah. We'll find out pretty quickly here if they felt like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
A gain of 10 brings up third and 1.
White from the gun on third down. That's taken in by the tight end Perkins. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a first down. Here's Ellington. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Again, they run with Ellington. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage.
Taken down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. Able to slither by. Oh, now he bowls him over. He had his sights on the end zone, no doubt, but is brought down after a huge return there. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Here's a 1st and 10, Oregon. And he'll air this one deep for Anderson. And that'll be caught. Touchdown, Oregon. Quintez Anderson, 46 yards. And this offense is running away with this one. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes with the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. Fielded right around the 8. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
Ready to begin their next drive. Here's the Florida offense. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. Back now here on EA Sports. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
A very good return that time. 18 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Ducks set to go on offense as they come to the line. Back to throw now on 1st down. He's going to air one out for Anderson. This is caught inside the 15. Zone. Touchdown, Oregon.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. And his kick is right through. Now after the touchdown, here's Oregon set to kick it off. Fielded right around the 8. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Gators take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Now Ellington. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
The ball carrier.
He has just been completely taken out of this game. We're in the 4th quarter. He's single digits in the rushing department.
And I know we look at him because the numbers do go to his production. But how about the guys blocking for him? They don't just have his number as a ball carrier. They've got the number of the offensive line and the other guys because they're getting to him before he can get started.
Complete to Ty.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
first down. It's White. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And he'll be taken into enemy territory. It's a first down on a gain of 10. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. And oh, he coughed it up. And this will be scooped up by the defense.
White pass complete.
Okay, this isn't one where you want to take the game tape and hold it up as an example, do you? I mean, you talk about frustrating all the way through. And that last error, I think that crystallizes it, doesn't it?
Absolutely. That's been representative of their entire game still being shut out. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. 7 yards on the play, and it's a 2nd down. Charles, here we are in the 4th quarter, and they've got a pretty comfortable lead here. You know, Coach O'Brien, as we talked about, he made those statements about his plans to possibly rotate the quarterbacks, but we have not seen any sign of Tommy Matthews.
And we certainly expected to see him. Look, you and I both sat in there, partner, with Coach O'Brien, and he indicated that he planned coach. He reserves the right to change his mind. And maybe he knew a little bit more than he was willing to tell us, that maybe Tommy Matthews is exactly in his favor, especially considering the lead they have now, and he still hasn't gone to the bench.
The Ducks come up now, 1st and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. A new set of downs after a strong pickup of 16 yards. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Everyone dialed in.
You don't see too many pass-catching fullbacks nowadays, partner. In fact, you don't see too many fullbacks, period.
Good news, though, he does have decent hands, and we saw it right there on display. The 2nd down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. The incomplete pass there, and you think about the quarterback position in college football. Kind of seems like once you get a guy developed, his 4 years are up, just like that, he's off to the NFL. So what we're seeing here, a first ever college start at the quarterback position. How hard is it to win with someone who is unproven like that?
It's always hard. Now, we've seen guys do it, but to me, there are few and far between because the teams that don't have returning starters at that position, or at least guys that saw significant action and can handle the pressure a little bit, you got to put them a little bit of a notch below everyone else because in high school, those guys can get by on raw tech.
And that'll be caught. Touchdown, Oregon. Quintez Anderson, 40 yards. And this offense continues to pour it on.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
And it looks like this one won't work out. Hands team able to secure the football.
Recovered by the receiver.
4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick,
and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. Past the 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. That's that's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead will swell by one more. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Fielded right around the 8. And out a little across.